Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. The honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. To the Israelite foreigners scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who may look like the heathen nations. And to the very few sisters that listen and learn, to you, Shalom. Something real quick. Scriptures talk about payback. All right. It is a righteous thing with the Lord to receive payback to the things that have been done to you and what has been done to the children of Israel. Captivity. All right. This is Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay. So that's what's being said here is the ones who led others into captivity, they're going to be led into captivity. Now, the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, along with the Israelite foreigners who may look like the heathen nations, we've been led away captive. Okay. All right, and we're still captives to this very day, okay? Exodus 21 and 16. Let me just grab it. All right, it says, so we're gonna put the ones who put us in captivity into captivity. Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hands, he shall surely be put to death. So this is two outcomes. If somebody steals a man and sells him, or if he steals a man and he be found in his possession, he shall surely be put to death. Okay, and today we're still in Esau Edom's hand. You need a license to do this. You need a license to do that. Drive, hunt. You know, you need a passport to leave the country. You know, he still has us under captivity. All right. He has our people in such a captivity where they think they are free when they're really not. So when Yahushua returns, he's gonna put these Edomites to death. Why? Because we're still found in their hand, and wherever else we may be captive around the world. Okay. And what's been done to us is gonna be done unto them. Thus saith the Bible. All right, this is Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So when the tables are turned, we're going to be the ones putting these heathens into slavery, okay? For one, we're going to use them to build up the kingdom of heaven. And then once that's over, excuse me, I'm still under the weather. And then once they build up our kingdom, everybody's going back to their own lands, all right? And they're going to live according to the ways of God. The only ones who aren't are going to be Esau, Edom. They're going to be put to death, okay? But all the ones that devour us, all our adversaries that spoiled us, who led us into captivity, it's going to be done unto them. Thus saith the Bible. All right, this is Isaiah 14 and 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall join with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Now these strangers are Israelite foreigner strangers. All right, Israelites who we're strangers right now because we're not in our land. Okay, but the ones who are waking up, you know, they're gonna cleave on to the ones who are teaching this word. Okay, so those strangers in verse 1 are talking about Israelite foreigners. Now verse 2 is talking about the heathens. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Yahweh shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right. You have it all over the Bible. Captivity. All right. Us being in captivity for the most part. All right. But we're going to live out and play out the role, play out the prophecy of us putting them into slavery. Okay. That has yet to happen. So that's something we have to look forward to. Us being in rulership and us putting them in slavery. Okay. Let me think. I think it's 2 Thessalonians. Let me see. Oops. It's 1 Thessalonians. So let me look it up. Second Thessalonians. I was there. 2 Thessalonians 1:6. It reads, seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So it's a righteous thing to pay back, to recompense tribulation, hard times, or evil times to them that trouble you. All right. And it's all throughout the Bible. It's all throughout the Bible. The Bible talks about God being a just balance. So for him to allow these nations to rule over us how they did, and for the Israelites not to get that in return, will make God unjust, which we know that's not the case. Okay, God is a just God. He's a just judge who loveth judgment. So he's gonna hit that gavel down, and that judgment is gonna be balance. It's gonna be a just judgment. Okay. Let me see. I think there's one more in Colossians. Let me double check that one. It might be Colossians, the 3rd chapter. Yup. Colossians 3:25. But he that doth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of person. So you do bad, you gonna reap the outcome. You sow what you reap. These nations reaped, all right, benefiting us being under in subjection to them, not knowing who we are. Well, we're gonna do the same thing to them. Only difference is they're going to know their nationality. They're going to know who we are. They're going to know the names of the true God, Yahweh and his son, Yahweh Shai. And they're going to serve us. All right. And it's going to be for their betterment, for the earth's betterment, etc. Yahweh willing, this was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.